The Pinty's Grand Slam of Curling is back, and with its biggest event of the season, it started this afternoon in Toronto, the Players' Championship. It brings in the top curlers of the world, including Canada's Brad Gushue, who's had a wild year already, and we're only in April. He won bronze at the Olympics. He won silver this weekend at the World Championships, and earlier this year, his team was down to 3 members after one tested positive for COVID, and they still won the Brier, making history. Have you even taken in what has happened in the short amount of time this year?
You know what, I really haven't had the opportunity to soak it all in, because we go from event to event to event, and even in between you're trying to isolate and make sure you're safe for the next event, so it's been a whirlwind.
You talk about that whirlwind and going from event to event to event. Like, you were just in Vegas. There was some not favorable conditions, but here you are in Toronto taking part in an event that you've won before. How do you even mentally prepare for things when you don't have that break?
It's a challenge. This is my favorite event of the year, so you know, it's fun to be here in Toronto. There's lots of stuff to do outside of curling, and the schedule is pretty light too. So we're just excited to play this week. It's going to be a challenge for us because we are pretty fatigued, but like I said, it is our favorite, so we'll get up as much as we can.
Besides, you know, being one of the best curlers in the world, not alone just here in Canada, you also are a business owner, an entrepreneur. What has that been like the last 2 years, kind of managing and working at a gym?
It's been awful, to be honest. You know, to be a business owner has been tough the last couple of years for all business owners, but certainly in the fitness industry, owning gyms, it's been especially tough, and it's hit us pretty hard. But our gyms are starting to recover right now. We're excited to be open without any regulations or restrictions, and just hoping it gets back to some sense of normalcy soon. I know we're not there yet, but you know, fingers crossed. You know, we're just around a corner from it.
I need you to spill some tea for me right now, because Canadians do have, you know, the reputation of being really kind, but who's the best trash talker, like saying hurry hard but don't actually hurry hard in curling?
There's a few. Ben Hebert's the easy guy to pick. He's the easy guy to pick on for being a bit of a trash talker. But there's lots of guys that are a little bit sly in doing it. You know, not too harsh, but enough to throw it out there.
I do have to say something that I have to apologize for like decades, saying your name wrong. So many people have, and I know you've been hearing this a lot, but is it finally people starting to say your name right? Has this changed yet?
There's more people saying it, but I don't mind the way it was said before.
You're so Canadian.
I've always said I've been called worse, but you know, it is Gushue as opposed to Gushue. Yeah, if people get it right, that's great. But I'm okay with the other way as well.
The most Canadian person you will ever meet. You can watch the Players' Championship starting this Thursday on Sportsnet at noon. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.